Solve the inequality 5 over x minus 2 is greater than 2 over x minus 1. So we don't cross multiply for inequalities, right? So we're going to take the 2 over x minus 1 the other side, so it becomes negative to be greater than 0. Merge this as a single fraction, so multiply the 5 by what is down there. That will be 5x minus 5. Multiply this negative 2 by what's down here. That is going to be negative 2x plus 4. Okay. In the denominator, multiply the two denominators. That will be x minus 2, x minus 1. That will be greater than 0. You don't need even to multiply like you start doing the multiplication. No, that's not necessary. So add like terms on top. 5x minus 2x, that will be 3x. Negative 5 plus 4, that will be negative 1 over x minus 2, x minus 1 greater than 0. If you reach at this point, equate what is on top and what is down to 0. So if I equate what is on top to 0, what am I going to find? What will we get?
X is equal to 1 over 2.
Okay, x is equal to 1 over 3. That's the first one. And then equate the two denominators to 0. So x minus 2, x minus 1 is equal to 0. What are we going to get?
X is equal to 2, x is equal to 1.
Okay, x is equal to 2, x is equal to 1. Now when you find all these values, we are going to make a table.
Mr. Senge,
Yes.
the way you've written the question, there where it's written x minus 1 is x plus 1.
It's fine. You can put the plus. It's the same thing. Since I've already gone. Alright, so we're going to put these values. Now, x is 1 over 3, x is equal to 2, x is equal to 1. The smallest we know is 1 over 3, right? So the 1 over 3, we are going to put it here, followed by 1, and then 2. Okay? The factors that we equated to 0, we have got 3x minus 1, we have got x minus 2, we have got x minus 1. Okay? Remember, these values are dividing, so we're going to find their quotient. Now when I equated this to 0, I found 1 over 3. So get any number above 1 over 3. Okay, let's get any number below 1 over 3 because I know there is a 0 below 1 over 3. I put a 0 here. What are we going to find? Negative or positive?
Negative.
Negative. So that means immediately I cross the 1 over 3, it will be positive. And then when I equate this to 0, I found a 2. Okay, I found a 2. What happens if I use a number above a 2, like a 3? Put here. What are we going to find? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Okay, to be positive. That means immediately I cross the 2, it will be negative. And when we equated this one to 0, we found 1. What happens if we put a number above 1 here, like a 2?
Positive.
Positive. So meaning that below is going to be negative. So now the question, negative over negative over negative, that's negative. Positive, negative, negative, positive, it's negative, this positive. Now we want where the function is greater than 0, meaning that where the function is positive is starting from here up to here, and then starting from here to infinity. You can say I'm using an open circle because it's just greater than, not greater than or equal to. Therefore the solution set is going to be from 1 over 3 up to 1 union from 2 up to infinity. Now let's say this was greater than or equal to. It was greater than or equal to. Even if it is greater than or equal to, the things which are in the denominator which gave us a 0, they should never be included, even if there is a greater than or equal to. But this one which is on top, it can be equal to 0. The denominator can't be equal to 0. So when we equate this to 0, we found 1 over 3, meaning that 1 over 3 can be equal to 0 because it is on top and this question is greater than or equal to. Meaning that this one at uh, at 1 over 3 we could have put a closed interval bracket like that. But the others is just like that because they're in the denominator, and for the denominator by no reason should it be equal to 0.